Hello good people, I'm going to talk a bit about the periodic table of elements. In the previous videos, I have already been using chemical symbols. But where did I pluck them from? The answer, of course, is periodic table of elements. So let me bring one in. Please note that this is not the only periodic table of elements. The thing to keep in mind is that although there are many periodic table of elements, they all convey the same general information. But before I go into that, I would like to explore some of the general features of the periodic table of elements. Firstly, when reading from left to right, the number of protons inside the nucleus of the atom increases by 1. So this means that we start with hydrogen, which has 1 proton, then we move to helium, which has 2 protons, then we move to lithium, which has 3, beryllium 4, boron 5, carbon 6, and so on. Secondly, the periodic table is made up of periods, hence the name, and groups. So what are those? Period is just another name for the horizontal rows. Right now, I have highlighted the first period in yellow. But I can also grab the yellow bar and slide it down. So now I'm looking at period 2, period 3, period 4, 5, 6, and 7. So once again, periods are the horizontal rows. Groups, on the other hand, are the vertical columns. And right now, in blue, I have highlighted the first group. And again, I can move the highlighted section to highlight the second group, third, fourth, and so on all the way across. So the groups are the vertical columns. Please note that elements that are in the same group will have similar chemical properties. So for example, all of the elements in group 18, helium, neon, argon, krypton, and so on, they will have similar chemical properties. At this stage, you might also be wondering about this red line. What is its purpose? It divides the periodic table into 2 sections. To the left of it, we have metals. To the right of it, we have non-metals. This rough division into metals and non-metals will become very handy once we start exploring the notions of ionic and covalent compounds. Certain groups of elements within the periodic table have their own unique name. In order to talk about them, I need to quickly get rid of what I have written so far. So once again, I have a blank periodic table. The elements of the first group of the periodic table, except for hydrogen, are known as alkali metals. And here they are in red. The second group, shown here in green, are known as the alkaline earth metals. The elements of the entire middle section, shown here in yellow, are known as transition metals. The elements of group 17, shown here in orange, are known as halogens. And finally, the elements in group 18, the last group on the right, shown here in purple, are known as the noble gases. Alright, so now that I have explored some of the features of the periodic table, what is the information that we can get from the periodic table? Each little rectangle with the chemical symbol in the middle provides quite a lot of useful data. So for this exercise, I'm going to actually focus in on fluorine, and I'm going to explore the information that I can find in this little box. For that, I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Okay, so here we have a magnified version of the periodic table of the elements. Please note that different periodic table of elements might present this information slightly differently, but the general layout will be fairly similar. So let's explore some of these features, or more precisely, some of the information that is presented here. Firstly, we have the chemical symbol. Most periodic table of elements will also include the name of the element. The table will also provide the atomic number of the element. In case of fluorine, it is 9. Recall that the atomic number gives you the number of protons inside the nucleus. What is this number in orange? 18.998. This is the average atomic mass. Note that this is not the same as the atomic mass number. Recall that the atomic mass number is the number of protons plus the number of neutrons inside the nucleus. The average atomic mass is calculated slightly differently, and it has to take into account something called isotopes. And I will talk about isotopes in future videos. Some periodic table of elements will also provide you with information on possible oxidation states. So this is this -1 in case of fluorine. Oxidation states are related to the atom's ability to accept or donate electrons. More on that in future videos as well. What about these numbers and symbols in blue? Not all periodic table of elements will have them. But if they are there, they are providing you with information on the electron configuration of the atom. Well, that was a mouthful. And guess what? More on that in future videos as well. Keep in mind that nobody expects you to memorize all of the information that is contained within the periodic table of elements. The table is a tool, and hopefully, by the end, you will be comfortable when it comes to using this tool. For now, you should be able to indicate the metal and non-metal sections of the periodic table, identify the names of the groups, such as alkali metals and noble gases, and be able to recognize the chemical symbol, the atomic number, and the average atomic mass. That is all for now, and I will see you on the flip side.